The House will come to order. The delegate from Washington, Delegate O'Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for the purpose of a motion.
The delegate has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise to pay tribute to a great man, and that's a term that gets thrown around loosely at times, but when you lose a truly great person, it hits hard. And this weekend, our friend and colleague, Terry Kilgore, lost his father, John Kilgore Sr. I first met John Kilgore back in 2001, shortly after I had begun working for Terry's twin brother, Jerry, who at that time was running for Attorney General. And working with Jerry was what I'd call an immersive family experience. And little did I know at the time that I really was gaining a second family. And the steady leader of that family was John Kilgore. He was quiet and unassuming. He had a very quick but very dry wit. He was an extremely hard worker, and he really didn't put up with a whole lot of nonsense. But he was also an exceedingly kind person, and for anyone who ever met him, you were able to see that. He was a man who was truly a servant leader. He served faithfully as a song leader at Smith's Chapel United Methodist Church for over 50 years. He retired from Eastman Chemical Company after 33 years. He served in the United States Navy. He served over 30 years as the Scott County Republican Party chairman, and much of that was during a time when Republicans didn't win anything in Southwest Virginia. He served on the statewide Department of Housing and Community Development Board, and since 1986, he served on the Scott County Telephone Co-op Board with 15 of those years as chairman, and he was a member of the Copper Creek Rurathan Club since the 70s. Now, Mr. Speaker, I was personally able to attend high school football games with him, to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries with their family, and to attend that world-famous annual Kilgore family barbecue. And while I'm grateful that I personally got to know John, it was his wife, his kids, his grandkids, and now his great-grandkids who knew him best and loved him the most. And I think Delegate Kilgore said it plainly and accurately in a tweet that many of you saw last night. It says, "Yesterday we lost my dad, but he gained a heavenly body. He was an amazing father and granddad. He supported his family and encouraged all of us to do our best, living his life as an example of how to follow Christ and be a servant leader. Thanks for all the memories." Mr. Speaker, we're often guilty of getting caught up in titles and fame and fortune, as the old saying goes. But in the end, when we all pass, if it can be said that we were truly servant leaders and that we really loved those around us, then we will have lived a great life just as John did. And I would ask that each of you keep Terry and his whole family in your prayers. This is not easy on them, and I know they certainly appreciate your support. So, Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I move that when the House adjourns today, we do so in the honor and memory of a great Southwest Virginian, John H. Kilgore Sr.
Delegate O'Quinn.